Damn it! Where's a missile boat when you need one?
Hello and welcome to the Mechbay. I'm Minister of Carnage, Nabbers, and I'll be piloting my Direwolf Prime. This thing is packing 4 Gauss in an ER medium. You may be asking me, Nabbers, why the hell are you packing 4 Gauss when you can only use 2 at a time? And I'll tell you why. Why the hell not? Give me a reason not to. Really, give me a reason not to.
It's really heavy.
Shut the fuck up, pig monkey! Oh, I had to sacrifice a lot of armor to put the 4 Gauss in. But
That's
I'll tell you
another good reason.
I have words to say to you after this.
I have something to say. It would also be confusing to fire 2 different groupings of Gauss.
I've chained them together, so it's a machine Gauss.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, I've had to sacrifice a lot of armor for it. It's from 614 down to 414. Needless to say, I don't like combat.
Alright, I'm Lothar VoPittinsberg, and today I'll be running the Jaeger S. In this mech, I have the 1 AC-20, 2 machine guns, and 4 medium lasers equipped. It runs 75 kilometers an hour, with almost full armor.
You son of a bitch. You stole my mech. I can't fucking believe it. Well, I'm running the exact same mech. This is like coming to the prom in the same dress. I run a little faster, so I have better shoes. But that's it. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Cheap bastard. You stole my mech. Alright, so we got a pair of brawlers and a long-distance mech that doesn't like combat very much.
It can take out an assault mech from distance. So it's pretty good in that sense, but being a direwolf, it is a bullet magnet. Literally.
You're gigantic, slow, long range, but you fire quickly with 15 damage each.
Yeah, but literally, you'll see like an AC-2 round just like flying above me, and then it'll just zoom in towards my head because direwolves or anything 100-ton are fucking bullet magnets, and everybody wants to shoot at them. And ugh.
I know I want to shoot at them.
And you don't have them eluded yet, so you don't even have speed tweak, right? So you're moving, 50 kilometers an hour almost?
Oh yeah, 48.6. I have too much fun with the 1 direwolf and the 4 Gauss.
And Kinnan 7 isn't with us this week. He had to do real life things.
Boo! Responsibilities.
Well, let's see where we drop.
So, big update that came out.
I wouldn't
it would be
say
Tuesday.
a huge update. It was just a bunch of things. I think it'll be indicative of what you see over the next couple of months.
But, okay, I wasn't exactly happy about it because I saw the spider and it had more mech consumables. It had 3 of them. Not mech consumables, mech and modules. And it had 3 of them. Like, cool. After running a Raven 3L and I having one of the highest amounts of modules, I was expecting to still have a high amount of modules. Nope. I had the same amount of modules as everybody else. I'm not happy about this.
Well, it got slightly nerfed.
Fucking lights. They're already nerfed enough.
But you see, you're mad because it's your specific favorite light that was nerfed. Not really extremely much, but just brought to normal with everyone else. Like, there are very few mechs that are an exception to that rule, that have more or less modules than everyone else. Your mech used to be an exception where it had 1 more than everyone else, and now it's no longer.
But I had an excellent loadout for it with the modules, and now I don't have as good a loadout with the modules now. I've had to sacrifice one of the modules that made it so good. What was it? Target deprivation. It no longer has that.
But don't you have ECM anyways?
Yes, but it's not as much of a pain in the ass as it once was.
I dislike the new update for a different reason. I think they're making it so that it's too easy to make decisions now. Like, it's not a huge difference than what it used to be, But like
Well,
before, if you
yeah,
won an
it
arty
is.
strike, for example, you had to drop a module like advanced zoom or speed retention, something that could help you more throughout the entire battle rather than one specific period.
Yeah.
So you had to make a sacrifice, and now you don't
Now
need to
you're
make that sacrifice anymore.
now
It's
you're
no
gonna
decision.
see tons and tons of arty strikes, and if you thought they were a problem before,
It's gonna make you rethink.
yeah. Like I mean, I might be a bit of a doomsayer here, but I just do not think that that was a good idea. What it's trying to do is inspire you to use more modules.
Especially the weapon range ones. But those
Yeah.
are just not good enough. They create heat, and heat is always a problem.
Yeah, that's why I never liked them, is because I love I love managing my heat very well, and with more heat, a weapon creating more heat, that's going to throw off the heat management I have for a certain mech and how I pilot it.
Oh yeah, and we haven't mentioned we dropped into Alpine Peaks with 2 brawlers. Yay.
Yay. I love short range mechs in long range maps.
Oh yeah, I forgot they added this to the newest update. Sorry, this is my first time playing since the update. They made it so then you can choose between toggle or hold down button for the arm lock again. I like that.
Yeah,
for a while.
but it's stuck in the open position, which is the way you don't like it.
No, it's back to how it used to be for me right now, and I like it
okay.
this way. I like it where it's stuck on arms locked, and then I hold shift and it releases them. I'm a strange person compared to the rest of the Mech Warrior community for that.
No, actually, some of the newer people and some of the older people actually prefer the arm lock.
Actually, I started playing it your way, and except for it's a lock and unlock for me.
Yeah, that's how most people did it. I do it the opposite way around. I stay with mostly locked, and then when I get in close.
Yeah, no, I started playing your way with
okay.
mostly locked and unlocking only when I needed it. So it's interesting. It definitely allows you to focus fire more easily. But mine is in a toggle switch, so I don't have to hold it down in order to do it. There are too many other things that hand that thumb has to do, and having to hold it down in order to use this is not really advantageous.
Right, that's it. I just got used to holding it down, and it's for my left pinky, which I don't have anything else on that left pinky for it to do. So I really like it with the
That's my 4th weapon group.
No, my 4th weapon group is on my mouse, because I've got a bunch of extra buttons there.
So they added a whole bunch of new things to spend your GXP on, to which I immediately spent all of my GXP on.
Well, they just added the extra range for clan weapons now, right? They didn't have them for clan weapons.
I have got a Mermet's G coming up behind us.
Yep.
I am heading in.
I'll come and follow you.
I just deterred a catapult with a barrage of Gauss.
I haven't done much so far. I'm not used to inner sphere medium lasers. They're so close range compared to the clan.
Well, that's a kill. Hunchback down.
What am I taking hits from?
Turrets, possibly?
Ah, that's it.
That's why they're drawing us into their base.
Why did you go into their base in the first place, then?
Because that's where most of us are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't taken any damage from turrets so far. I'm not in a bad position here.
I'm not.
I've heard people actually complain about this game mode due to the fact that it's turrets.
It's not too bad, I find.
I actually prefer it over the skirmish variant.
Oh yeah, I'm not really fond of skirmish at all.
Our own base is being captured faster than their base is being captured, guys. I don't think that's true anymore.
Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and let this catapult tear me apart.
You're better off here, man. They're gonna have to come to us anyway.
He's already coming. This just means I'm behind him now. There we go.
We just won. By capping. Sweet.
About a 5-minute game. So yeah, they added a whole bunch of the experience for extending the range of clan weapons, just like they had for inner sphere weapons.
His clan weapons definitely needed more range, guys.
Well, if anything, they're less useful for clan weapons because clan weapons are really hot compared to inner sphere ones.
They should
Yeah.
really have modules for clan weapons that, like, decrease range, but also
but increase
decrease
heat
the heat.
efficiency.
Yeah. Make them more heat efficient for less range.
Maybe reduce the damage. 6 damage.
Ooh, but still have the same range?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would
Ooh.
be interesting. I would actually probably use that for some mechs.
Yeah.
One less damage, same range, less heat. Yeah.
It wouldn't be too much less heat, but it I mean, you might want to try it with a Nova, and it's 12 mediums, 12 small.
Because it's really
Oh.
hot with 12 mediums.
Yeah. Here's
You
an
can't
idea.
you can't alpha.
Because ghost heat.
No, you can't alpha.
You can't alpha with those. I did it.
Well, you can. You just won't be able to alpha again because then you die.
No, you alpha and you shut down.
Mhm.
Like that's it. You alpha with those 12 mediums and you go from 0 heat to shut down.
Yeah, but you don't get what I'm saying here. You can alpha. It's just you don't want to because you shut down. It's
Oh, okay,
possible.
Yeah.
I'm being literal here. It's possible to alpha. Anything's
Oh,
possible. You can have
And
9.
you know what else
your
happened
PCs.
in this newest update? They've added being able to get your consumables automatically refilled. I'm gonna go do my consumables right now.
It's another thing that's going to make it so then Arctic and airstrikes are
Yes,
going to be
always.
numerous, is because people won't forget to have them anymore if they have them auto refill.
Yeah.
So, in that match, I only got 1 kill. I didn't die, but I did 196 damage and only got 1 kill. Granted,
Yeah,
it
I
was a
hate you. I
fresh
did
mech.
like 3 times as much damage, no kill.
I
Yeah,
did
but-
like almost no damage.
You're forgetting
game.
about how directional my damage is. Like, I point and there's damage done there. Instant damage that doesn't get spread out.
Yeah, I had trouble with this mech because I haven't used the AC-20 post nerf, so
It's the
I thought
same
it had a
range
lot.
as a medium laser now.
Well, same range, but at that range it does a lot less damage. It doesn't do its full 20. It would do like
No,
half or
it's-
less.
No.
Well, I didn't actually go look at the numbers. Hold on, let me go look at the
It's
numbers.
275 for both.
Is it? Okay. So maybe I was using it properly, because I just use it, like, I don't look at numbers while I'm playing. I don't look at ranges very often unless I'm sniping.
Well, you
So-
want to be hitting at about 250.
Yeah, I just
And
did it
that's
with my
about the
mind, like, if
size
I was
of
hitting
your-
with my medium lasers, I was shooting my AC-20, which I thought, before looking at the numbers, I'm going to go look at the numbers now.
So, I don't think anybody here has anything against that new Centurion buff.
I
Where it's-
like the way they've done these new buffs. It's really kind of interesting. I'd like to see them do it with more mechs.
The one thing that while reading the patch notes, my mind went a little bit like, ooh, I'm not sure if that's especially good, is the extra armor for awesomes. I find the extra cooling amazing, because they have so many energy hardpoints and not, like,
Well,
many
the
ballistic or anything.
awesomes are huge. Like,
Yeah,
they're enormous.
well, that's the thing, I
They
wasn't
need that.
That's the thing, I wasn't sure about it. My mind went like, maybe, maybe not. I've never used an awesome, so I don't actually know.
I did use an awesome, and it sucked, and I sold it.
But
Oh, yeah, and same max range as well, okay.
you might want to buy that awesome again just because of the buff it got to it.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of awesomes on the battlefield now.
Or they were very rare.
10% heat dissipation and minus 12.5% heat from energy weapons. That's that makes for a very dangerous PPC mech.
Well, and that's the thing, the awesome is meant to be using PPCs, isn't it? A lot of PPCs?
Yeah.
Not a
Variants.
lot, but like 3.
3 is a lot of PPCs.
Okay. I said maybe not a lot because I said a lot, and I automatically thought 8.
Yeah, no, not 8.
Exactly why I corrected myself, because in my mind I said a lot, and my mind said 8,
8?
which
Oh,
is
good
a
to know.
lot.
8 is a lot in your mind.
But 8 is a lot of PPCs to be using in any mech.
3 is a lot to be using in any mech. 2
1
is...
is the loneliest number. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were quoting music lyrics. Hey.
What are you
Well,
modifying?
well, I've got mech modules now. So I can add mech modules if I would like to. Thinking about it. What I can't find is I had advanced sensor packet or advanced seismic sensor, and I can't find it anywhere on any of my mechs. So it might have disappeared.
Yeah. I'm missing my advanced zooms around now.
Yeah, DJI made a few mistakes during this update, but
Well,
I don't...
that's when you change something, like how stuff is equipped to your mech, it's gonna start screwing with stuff that is already equipped. So, like,
True.
they change how modules are equipped to your mech. If you have modules already equipped, it's gonna screw around. They
I'm
had
not-
no way of avoiding that. I just think,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it happened.
yeah,
I mean, it is a
Actually-
bad thing, but it was...
it's not something they could really avoid necessarily.
The
Yeah.
thing also about changing this is it opens up you to use other modules, right? Like I would never spend 6 million on a hill climb.
But now you can, because you have the
Now,
space for it.
but yeah, now I might. Now, I'm looking at that and I'm saying, well, I'd like to try it out. Same thing with improved gyros. Why? Why would you have improved gyros? Like there used to be so many other things that would be better.
Well, you're also speaking as someone who has like 50 million C-bills in
60,
ready use.
60 million
64.
T-bills.
64
64,
million.
there you go. As someone who only currently has 12 million, I would still not spend that much just because I could spend it on a mech eventually.
Well, and
wait up
that's
some more time.
and that's the thing. If they really want to encourage the use of them, they're going to have to lower the actual cost of them. They got the right idea with the experience because there was a sense of progression in the game while you were doing it, because you could do it for very small amounts, which was really neat. But then when you get to spending that money, that's just ridiculous. I'm not going to spend 3 million on increasing the range of my AC5s by 8 feet. It's just, I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it. I will move the extra 8 feet forward and buy another mech when I get another 2 million.
Yeah, well, like, I've only ever thought about doing increased range for machine guns because all the rest of it increases heat, and every other weapon in the game, from my experience, except for maybe LBX-10s, Inner Sphere LBX-10s, create too much heat. You have to worry about your heat, so it's not worth the range because of the heat the extra heat you're generating. But the machine gun ones cost it's like 3 million or something. Might even be more than that, I don't remember. And that's just a lot to spend as someone who didn't have pre-clan a lot of mechs. I want to spend my money on mechs. I want to enjoy testing mechs that I haven't used before. I don't want to spend 3 million C-bills on increasing my machine gun range a little bit.
Yeah, it
seems
it's
a little
not worth it.
Yeah. I feel like maybe increase the experience a little bit more, so it is harder to get, but you can use experience rather than C-bills, which you can spend for other stuff.
Well, now that I've already unlocked them all, go for it. I don't care. I would be against that if I hadn't already unlocked them. But I just, like, if they even reduced it from 3 million to 1 million. And
Ooh.
1 million is a significant amount.
But
it's
it
not
doesn't feel like
terrible.
it doesn't feel like you're committing too much to it.
Yeah. It is something.
Granted, when I went to buy an AC-20 the first time, it's like 1.2 mil. I was like, ooh, this is an expensive weapon. Like, it's a lot of firepower, but I had to commit to 1.2 mil to buy a single weapon, and I was a bit not okay with that.
Well, I'll tell you, I do that all the time. I do that all the time, even with like the money that I do have. I go
Shut up,
like,
Mr. 64 million.
do I really want to do this? Hey, I'll have you know that I've been saving up for a long time.
Yeah, you also play a lot more than everybody else.
That is true.
And this is like your only game you play. I spend a lot of time playing games, just not all of it Mech Warrior.
I only spend my time. If I'm going to spend my time playing a game, it's going to be Mech Warrior.
Although I play other games, this game I always come crawling back to. It is my favorite game above everything else.
Yeah, I loved it when I was a kid, and now I get to sit in a mech and kick the ever-loving shit out of other mechs and have my ass kicked at the same time. Well, now. See, I was looking at it, and still, I'm looking at all the slots I have. I'm going, I'm not gonna spend any money on this.
It's a lot to commit for something that doesn't do that much.
Well,
either it does more or it costs less.
like,
those are your options.
I think yeah, really.
I think doing more would be a little overpowered though. Like maybe, I think it's not worth it as it is. Like even for most of the weapons, as I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but for most of the weapon range increasers, it's just not worth it because they create heat. I don't see it worth it if it only cost like 12 C-bills to get them.
Well, the heat is not super negligible, but yeah, the cost makes it
It's
really
iffy. But then the cost is the really big thing. It's like something that's going to help me a tiny bit, and I'm dedicating 3 million to it.
It doesn't give you that
like
much of an edge.
Yeah, it's like that's I don't know off the top of my head here. That's the cost of a decent standard engine.
Yep.
For like a heavier or medium.
Small XL engine.
Or tiny XL, yeah. Like you could probably get a decent Locust at that price. Yeah, if you just went for stock loadouts, you could probably get 2 Locusts. It's a lot. And some of the other modules that aren't weapon related, like there was like target retention or something, which does do more, but that's like 6 mil.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
That's really insane. If
That's
3
worth
million's
it,
insane, 6 million's double insane.
Well, the ones that are 6 mil are actually worth it.
They are useful, yeah.
Target deprivation, that's advanced sensor, seismic sensor.
Seismic sensor does give you an edge and is actually very useful. I do use it.
I personally think that 6 mil is still a little expensive, like 2-3 mil maybe. Like advanced zoom is really useful, but it's 1 mil.
Advanced zoom is 2 mil.
It's 2 mil, yes, sorry. It's 2 mil, and I think that's a decent price for it. It's really useful, but it's something that you're willing to put 2 mil down. I think all modules should be maybe like 2-3 mil max, and if they're not a very useful one, maybe a mil or less.
No, I get advanced seismic sensor being 6 mil. I mean, they're way useful. For 3 mil for something that extends your range by 8 meters, that does not give you enough of an edge. Advanced seismic sensor gives you a big edge. Target retention gives you a big edge. 8 more feet. No,
I don't disagree with you there. They do give you edges. I just don't think they're worth 6 mil.
Retention gives you a big edge if you're using a missile mech.
Yeah, I think they're really useful. Yes, I completely agree with you there. They are much more useful compared to the range modules, but I just don't think they're worth 6 mil. 6 mil is a lot.
We have dropped into Forest Colony.
Snow?
No, Forest Colony.
This is Forest Colony Snow.
Shut up, bitch. Fucking bitch standing there in the same dress.
Hey, at least
Seriously,
we're
though,
painted differently.
You guys have to start calling each other beforehand and telling each other what you're going to be wearing to
Yeah,
these,
this is ridiculous.
moving along before he kills me.
I had that cockpit shot lined right up.
What's worse, your 6 machine guns or my 4 Gauss?
He's not running 6 machine guns, he's running an AC-20 4 medium lasers.
Ooh, well in that case...
You forgot what he's running there?
Yeah, I thought he was running the Kill Stealer.
That's a dead direwolf.
So, any of you actually used the Warhorns by any
Yes.
chance?
No.
No.
I just have them equipped to certain mechs that I was using for a while there. I don't swap them around, it's too much effort for
But I
for nothing.
don't put really anything on my mechs. I still have all the medallions and the banners and everything, and I haven't touched them. I don't really care. They don't really have an effect right now. If they had an effect in game, I'd use them. Otherwise, and like a legitimate effect, not like a noise.
I kind of liked Warhorns, I just don't like some of the choices they put as Warhorns. Like, some of them are just completely out there to annoy you.
I like the Air Raid Siren.
Yeah,
It's
there
only-
were a few I definitely liked. I think I have like 4 or 5 equipped that they're decent. They're not annoying sounding. But then all the rest are just like, this is just noise.
I don't know. I enjoy the obnoxiousness of the Air Raid Siren. Although, it also seems almost triumphant compared to the techno music that other Warhorns make.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about like different types of music. Like, there's one where it's just a monkey screeching. Like, that's just purely annoying. Like, some people out there enjoy dubstep and techno music. I'm not gonna comment on that because I don't listen to music at all.
Holy
How
shit!
strange.
I am getting pounded.
Must be the dress
Wow.
you're wearing.
It's just a base capping day today.
You've got a raven coming up behind you.
Me? Because I'm
Raven,
gonna
you
die
mean the dead
by-
raven?
That dead raven that I was.
Well, that was fun. Jenner just had an airstrike dropped on his head and died.
I lost my cockpit.
I think I counted like maybe 2 or 3 Timberwolves there that looked like they were all packing SRM6s or Streak SRM6s. That's dangerous at that range.
Timberwolves are the heavies to go.
Timberwolves are a little insane as they are. Right
Well, and as such, in the new update, got very, very few things that.
Quirks.
Got very few slots.
Oh, so that's how they're nerfing them. They're giving them a lot less modules.
They have 1 consumable, 2 mech, and 1 weapon. Which really
Ooh.
isn't a nerf, because nobody's going to use the weapon stuff anyway.
You see, I think personally, if they were going to change it over to the new system, I think all mechs should be like that. Maybe like their regular amount, if not 1 less for regular mech consumables, as the pre this update, how modules were, and then maybe like 1 consumable, 1 weapon. I think it's a little much how they are doing it now, where you have 2 of each. That's how they have it, correct?
No.
Well, it
Or
depends
about
on the
2
mech.
of each. It depends on the mech, of course. They have changed.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the mermits. It's half price, so. Take it
As
while
I said,
it's-
what I did, and what I suggest to you, is I know you don't like Smurfy, but I went on Smurfy.
No,
I
I've
looked
been
at builds.
thinking about the mermets and its builds for a long time.
Okay, there you go.
Like, I have the money and this is about as cheap as it's gonna get, so.
Yeah, well, you've got a lot of mech credits in your account, don't you? I saw the screenshot you sent me of your mech. You had like 20,000.
Yeah. I bought when it went on sale for an extra 10% credits, or 25% credits. That's when I bought $100, so I got 30,000.
Okay, now to get back on somewhat topic instead of talking about mechs we're buying.
Oh, okay.
Well,
we could
we're
talk
still
about what they've done to jump jets. I didn't look at what they've been doing to jump jets.
we're
so much.
still talking about the patch, so just keep talking.
Yeah, they
about
did do
this.
some more stuff with jump jets in the patch, though, didn't they?
No, the jump jets were the previous patch.
Or they did fall damage. They did. They made it so then, slightly. Jump jets start. Fall damage starts.
Yeah, at higher
Later.
numbers for lighter mechs.
Even then, it's not that big of a difference. It's like a couple meters. Between each class.
No, it's a couple meters a second.
Well, like where it starts.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
So
They
for
changed
light
where
mechs,
you
it
start
starts
having
at
fall damage?
37 or 38.
Oh yeah, it is feet per second. That's right.
No, it's been changed to meters per second.
Sorry, I forgot they mix up their methods. Their not methods.
Been changed
Variables.
to meters a second if you look into your top right.
Yes, which is good because everything else is in metric. They were just mixed up with that when they first added it.
Of course, speaking as somebody who works in the trades, I understand feet more than I understand meters.
I understand feet too.
It depends what we're talking about. I find
I
my mind
see
works
my
oddly.
feet all the time.
Like if we're talking about like someone's height, definitely feet. But if we're talking about like distance driven, me it's kilometers.
Yeah, it makes more sense in kilometers. When somebody says miles, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I find. Oh, have they changed the targeting reticule for when you lock on?
Yeah, it looks
I just
like
noticed that it's square. It used to be more circular.
Yeah.
What?
The
When you
red
lock on, when you target someone, press R to target someone. It looks different.
Are
I
we
find it
talking?
looks quite.
Are we talking LRM lock or
No,
what?
no,
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 just
alarm lock. I'm
the
not using
square
alarms.
reticle.
So tons of damage this match, Nabbers.
Oh yeah, all
Great
of
match.
0.
0? You
You're
didn't
dead?
even shoot anyone? Damn.
Yeah, I'm dead. That was fun. That's 1 kill in 1 match and 2 deaths in the other.
Okay, well, I had fun with the dire wolf. By fun, I mean that first match where I actually killed somebody. It's fun taking the machine Gauss out once in a while, but you don't get too many kills with it. Sometimes you'll get high damage. Most of the time, you'll just get a cruddy match with under 100 damage. But it was fun, so build it if you want. And then, yeah.
Didn't sound very fun. Sounded like you didn't like it at all.
I think he gave the impression of that as well. He liked the first match, but after that it was, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's good.
You're not convincing me. I'm sorry.
It's fuck it, it's a shitty mech. Don't build it.
Like,
To be honest with you, it's a really shitty mech. I don't know why I keep it around. Oh wait, that's because the first time I played it, it was like over 800 damage and 5 kills. I'm like, yes! And ever since then, it's been like maybe every 5th match I'll get a kill.
Now, Ian, be honest. If you could fire all those 4 Gauss at the same time, would it be worth it?
People wouldn't have heads. There'd just be dead mechs everywhere.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure
don't
the
think
meta...
they needed to limit the Gauss. Because, as you said, taking 4 Gauss with enough ammo to keep firing those Gauss, you have to reduce your armor. You're going 48 kilometers an hour with a gigantic silhouette.
I think
As a huge target.
it's more about preventing 3 Gauss than it is preventing 4 Gauss.
Actually,
Yeah, I guess on
because-
3 Gauss on a dire wolf would be insane.
Yes,
actually,
because
3 Gauss on a Jaeger, 4 Gauss on a Jaeger would be completely insane.
You
You can't do 4 on a
You
Jaeger.
couldn't do 4 on a Jaeger.
True.
There's
doesn't
not
have to
enough.
wait.
There's not enough
Slots.
space. The amount of space that you would need for alone.
Like, if you even look at like the Ilium Momets, it didn't need the nerf that came around because again you had to drop your speed down so you're moving like nothing. You're not carrying exactly a great amount of ammo, and then you're running low armor. But yeah, 3 Gauss and a Direwolf could be insane, because you might have enough tonnage to put armor on. At that point.
Yeah.
Enough armor. But that's not good for your build, right, Ian? Yeah, Nabbers?
I need more armor. That's what kills me every time, is my lack of armor.
Yeah, but dropping your build down to 3 Gauss would not be appropriate because it would make it so your cycle time is less, because you're cycling them. So
Yeah,
your
I'm
full
cycling
cycle
them.
would be even slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would give him a bunch of armor back. It would give him.
Either way, it would affect it would have an effect on the effectiveness of the mech. It would change it up in some form of way. Either if I have more armor or I have more firepower.
So maybe you want to try that. Switch to 3 Gauss instead of 4.
Been a fun time for everybody but me.
You have to come off sounding not depressed.
So I think that's the end. We're done our drops. We, quite frankly, sucked a lot that whole match. Just the whole issue with brawlers and paper-thin armor on an assault. So I strongly suggest that if you're going to make an assault, put some armor on it. I think that's what we've learned today. I'm the Lord High Pig Monkey.
I'm MC Nabbers.
And I'm Lothar VoPittinsberg, and the
And then-
Jughounds have one thing to say.
Aim for the legs.